A very good morning to you. Welcome to Almiral de la Font. This is our second take because what we just discovered on the first take is I was using no adjectives, I was wooden, I was dead, and I just needed some time to warm up. And as you can see now, I'm animated, which is wonderful. So, as I get, welcome to Almiral de la Font. We're going to show you right now, hopefully in two takes, as your guests would arrive, what they would experience in the wedding. So how they would see the house, how they would see the grounds, how they would see the property. But just as we're moving around, do you want to move around? Just as we are moving around, some basics. We're 35 minutes away from Barcelona City. We're, 25 minutes away from the airport? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
We're 10 minutes away from Sitges. We're 45 minutes away from Tarragona Central. You're very well connected with this venue. The beach is Sitges. The beach is 10 minutes away. So your guests have arrived. We come up in half coaches because of the windy roads. It's not that far away to the main roads at all. Mm-hmm. It's not like some windy path that goes off in some venues, like in some venues forever. We'll just show you that what the guests are greeted generally with a glass of cava or a lovely lavender lemonade with some waiters, all very well presented around here. The lavender lemonade in some urns, glass urns, the cava or cocktail or whatever it is that you want. And then the guests mingle here, so they'll be coming out here. This is the appetizer space, but we'll come back to this at the appropriate moment. So you get the views, the sea in the background. This is only half a sun. This is the first time I've worn a winter jacket. It's now the 1st of December. This is the first time I've worn a winter jacket. This year, this winter, this autumn. And the house as a backdrop, as your guests are mingling, waiting for the call to go up to the ceremony space. This appetizer place, it's only a year old, a year and a half old. Yeah. Paul is constantly investing money in the property every year. The appetizer, the ceremony space is about 2 years old, or 2.5 years old, I think. So now there's a call for your guests to go up to the ceremony space. Please forgive the cars in the car park. They won't be here on your wedding day. The ceremony space is behind the house. A little bit of a climb. Some opportunities for decorations on the banisters, on the barrels. This is Paul and his wife's decoration. There's egg. I think it's very Dali-esque, isn't it? Dali was into it.
Yes, fertility and...
Fertility, yes. Although for gay men, So this is a wonderful ceremony space. You've got more barrels, more decoration. We can move anything around anywhere you want. The house as a backdrop, the view in the background. So, we've done 3 or 4 or 5 weddings in here. I can't remember now. More. We normally put the altar here, whichever fashion suits you. There's a traditional arch. We've had dream catchers, haven't we, as a backdrop for the altar. Round circles with grasses and all sorts. You can have your bridal party here if you want or not. We have, as the guests are coming in, we have a live musician, a guitarist or a jazz, a saxophonist or something, serenading your guests as they're waiting, as they're finding their seats. The reason why we do the ceremony down at this end with the green backdrop in the background is because this would be the bride's entrance. And what bride doesn't want to make an entrance? Coming down the center to the altar. If we turned the whole ceremony around with the sea as your backdrop, then the bride would be coming up here. This venue has a capacity of 120. So if this was your entrance, you'd have more guests. You'd be walking in the middle, but that's okay. And we can move all the barrels and everything. All the wood and everything gets a bit prettier. Remember, this is winter. The venue's not been working this year. There would be a little bit. It would be a little bit cleaner. After the ceremony, we generally get the bride and groom to wait up here, and we ask the guests to return back down to the bottom of the steps. We do this because we want the couple to make their entrance, their grand entrance. Ceremony, midsummer, we generally, everything in Spain starts late. So midsummer, when it's hot, we generally ask, 5 o'clock is a good time to start because it's baking hot and you want as less sun as you possibly can on your guests. So, the bride and groom have made a grand entrance coming down the steps. Your guests are watching you from here, and they've kind of made a funnel for you. So they're watching you come down here. They've recharged, they've got a new glass of cava, a cocktail, whatever it is. And here they're waiting with you with rose petals.
And music.
And music again, whatever it is. And they're going to bless your new union and throw the petals. And they come down here and then everybody mobs you. Bride and groom, everyone's congratulating you, mobbing you. And then we're into the appetizer space. Remember, live music. Live music, somewhere in the corner. We put a bar. Again, this entirely up to you. As an indication, for imagination. We put a bar in the corner, your free bar in the corner. Next to it, possibly we have someone cutting ham. Possibly in this corner we have a fish barbecue. So octopus, razor clams, prawns, stuff like that being presented on ice and being prepared for you on a barbecue by a chef and cooking it. Over here we have a live cooking paella station and the band perhaps over here. We have a mixture of high tables and low tables and different kind of seating for all different ages and abilities. The banner, so you've got more opportunities for decoration, and this goes on for 1.5 2 hours, between 12 and 16 appetizers, hot and cold, weighted out, with all your live cooking stations and your free bar. So that's the first 2 hours of eating. We're now going to go over to the banqueting space, which is another 3 hours of eating with waiter service, with local wines. Anything else I need to say before we cut? I can't remember what's in the next video.
This used to be a vineyard.
It is a vineyard. It's not used to be a
so
vineyard. It's got 338 hectares of vineyard, 14 kilometers of road. It's one of the best preserved basilica-style masía. Masía is it means manor house in English. So this is the grand house of the local area. We're into the banqueting area. Just come in and have a full look around. It's charming, it's pleasant, it's wonderful. The house is in a basilica style. It's one of the best examples of basilica. It's called a masía. A masía is a manor house, the best approximation. So again, it has 330 hectares of estate. Come and have a full look. This has a vine on it, so in the summer it's all shaded, and this is generally where we put the top table. So imagine the focus. Do you want to go over there so you can get the focus? And here, depending on your decoration style, we've hung chandeliers. This is all shaded. So where were we? We did the timings. I'm not sure which video that was in. Here we're starting around 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you've done 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours on the appetizer space. We're now here in the banqueting space. The banquet is what, 3 hours?
Yes.
And it starts
with
about 8, 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it gets 10 in June, longest day about 10 o'clock. So you're going to be eating in the dark with. So we put garland lighting up around. The top table is here, long table, and you can have. I think round tables. It's normally done round tables.
Round
isn't it?
tables,
But you can do long tables.
yeah,
as well,
or
depending
mix.
on your style. For inclement weather, for bad weather, there's a lovely tent that is can be hung over this terrace.
I'm
Yes?
gonna show the swimming pool.
The swimming pool, the connection to the swimming pool. Yes, and what happens after the 3 hours? You know, you've now been eating and drinking this incredible food, this incredible Spanish cosmopolitan food, for 5 hours, and drinking too. All these open bars and with the local wines and carvers and whatnot. After the banquet, we're into the dance, and here is the dance floor. We have to go in. We can do the first dance outside until 11 o'clock. Where all music has to be inside at 11 o'clock. That's right, isn't it?
Right.
This is the one. Finally, I've warmed up. I have warmed up. I might have to do all the other things again because now I've got adjectives I can use. Just look at this. This is called a Catalan vault. It's very typical in the area for the old houses. Are you looking at the roof? Or am I just pointing at it going like this? Am I dancing? I'm on the dance floor now.
It's on the camera.
These are wonderful pillars. And the finish of the house, you know, this architectural, sculptural lights is fantastic. The radiators are period. Lovely, lovely things. And just the style and the decor of the house and what the owners have done with it, it is charming, absolutely charming. It's not a holiday house. The level is so much more than that. Would you not agree, Salvador?
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
These are your views. This is normally open, so you're connected to the swimming pool. So what we normally do, we normally put the band. Do you want to go over there? So this is the connection to the banqueting space. We normally put the band here. So it can be seen from this space over here. So there is a connection. With 120 people, sometimes the dance floor can be absolutely full, and sometimes it can be, you know, barely. It depends on people because there's a lot of places to spread out around here. The banqueting area is cleared up by the caterers. So we leave 1 or 2 tables out and about around here. But what's absolutely fantastic about this property, what's so cool and quite unique, is the Moroccan chill out. Now the caterers are normally in here during the banquet, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
The caterers take this space for a banquet, but shortly after the banquet is finished, the whole kitchen is moved out and this place is restored. This place is not its best showable. It's obviously the middle of winter and they don't have. Look, I'll just take the leaf off and there we go. Does that look better?
Yes.
Smile, smile.
And
Somebody's smiling there. So this place is much more presentable, but just get the feel of it. That it's super. This is in the wrong place, obviously, but it's super cool, super wonderful. And we're talking about your wedding space, to chill out for your wedding space. But when it's hot, and you've got the swimming pool, and you've got this shade. It's great for, you know, granny, or it's just a great place to come and chill.
With
That
candles.
is, the party runs until what time?
Until what time they want inside?
So it
There
depends
is
on what time we start your wedding, and you can keep going, you know, 3, 4.
There is no limit of time.
There's no limit. You just have to buy extra hours with the caterer, which is all detailed in their catering package.
Or fill the fridge with booze and
Oh,
then
yeah, you
plug
can-
their iPhone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to show you in the dance room. There's a stereo system which has indoor and outdoor speakers, and you can. It's all up to you what you do. You might want the band to keep playing. You buy extra hours on the bar, or you go for the value option, which is the catering finishes, the bar shuts, but your fridges are stocked full of alcohol, and you put on a playlist. Entirely up to you. So, here, part 3, we're doing the house now. We're going into the interior of the house. This is Almiral de la Font. Almiral was the local, the big family name, Almiral. And Font is fountain, so Almiral's fountain, essentially, what the house means. The house has 13 rooms, I think 10, and then there are 3 of which are twins, which makes 13. We'll show you that as we go along. That we can sleep up to between 16 and 28 in the house, and then there's another cottage around the corner, which is rented independently, but it's very attached to this. It's not in another it's just over there. So let's go into the kitchen. It's retained lots of its original features. I'll let you drink it in without me talking. This is just the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of opportunities for eating inside and outside. The house can come with a chef, or can come with somebody that does all your shopping. You can have your first meal cooked for you. There's all sorts of different options that you can get with the house cook. This is the kitchen. Should we do the bedrooms first, and then we'll do the living rooms, and then the playrooms?
Right, yes.
There's a lot to see in this
Mm-hmm.
house.
It's a big
A
house.
lot to see.
Can get lost here.
We've already shown you the living room. No, we'll do the bedrooms first.
Mm-hmm.
And then the living rooms, and then the games rooms.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the stairs, they're rickety and they're on an angle. This is a heritage house. It is protected by law. So the house is split into rings. Should we go upstairs and do the top? Because here's the east wing, west wing, and all different wings. Have you got up there? Yeah. It's got lots of charm, lots and lots of charm. You want to go upstairs? That's just a viewing platform.
Yeah.
The central atrium helps keep the house cool in the summer. Drawing the cold air, the hot air is released out up and draws the cold air up. This is generally the bridal suite, isn't it?
I can see myself.
So you can see you. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We're back again. We've had all the doors. We discovered all the doors were locked, so we've had all the doors open. So hopefully we won't have to cut again. Some information.
I can say hello because I can see myself.
Hello, Salvador.
Hello.
Probably that's the second time you're saying hello. All the rooms in this property are boutique. They're original. They have their own styles. You've essentially got upstairs, the very top of the house, and then you've got 3 different wings underneath you. This floor is the kind of bridal suite. So depending on sun, but this is the biggest room of the house. They call it the gold suite. Has extra sleeping arrangements if it's not the bridal suite. And as you can see, it's got a kind of Chinese, Asian finish to it. Not good for talk, but I wouldn't want to stay in this room. Not drunk anyway, because I don't like. I would forget to duck. It's kind of Asian Egyptian, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Indonesian. This is Indonesian actually.
It's a mix of styles.
Indonesian. Hey.
There is a terrace here for the bridal party
Thank you.
when they are makeup parties and.
So I think there's about 4 or 5 terraces in the house, isn't there? 3 or
Yeah.
4 or 5 terraces. So if this was a bridal party, imagine giggling girls, or boys for that matter, with carver, full sun, and these are your views. These are your views. Waving to the rest of your guests as they're arriving downstairs. Do you want to come over here and just give them a bird's eye view and how distinct the house is and how I think the first bricks of the house were laid in 1570 or 1590 or something like that, and then it went through a major refurb in 1805 as the family invested a lot of money into it. As I said before, 330 hectares of vineyard. It's a working carver vineyard. And I think they have white wines. You know, I think Paul insists that the carver is from his vineyards when you have your weddings.
Yes.
We'll show you a bottle downstairs. I'm quite enjoying just being here right now. You've got the ceremony space upstairs. It's just a lovely, lovely feel. There's another terrace over there, big terrace, which we'll show you in a bit. So, please forgive the state of the rooms. The house has been shut for the last 6 or 7 months, which is unusual. You know, these strange times we live in, that's very unusual. So they're not retaining staff at the moment. I would imagine the gardener is the only staff that they're retaining at the moment. So, ensuite, probably the least interesting bathroom of the whole house. And then this is an alternative room for makeup because it's got the wonderful, wonderful light for hair and makeup and a different view of downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful. Wonderful's my chosen adjective today. Why is my phone making noises? An alternative, again with its own decoration style. What they call this one? The Mediterranean room. And probably the Mediterranean room because have a look at the bathroom. The bathroom is incredibly distinct with his and her showers. We've had some wonderful pictures taken in this bathroom. Again, every room, probably a bit of an echo in here, every room is unique and is distinct and has its own flavour and character. So the third room on this level, upstairs, is this is an atrium. I think I did this in the other video, didn't I? I won't go into that again. That's a viewing platform upstairs.
I love it anyway.
What?
The atrium.
The atrium, yeah, it keeps the house cool. Draws the cold air from below and gets rid of the hot air above. This is the Montserrat room.
Every room has a name.
Every room has a name, which is cozy. Of the 3 rooms upstairs on this level, it's the coziest one. But just look at the bathroom. Again, I'm not sure I want to be drunk trying to deal with those stairs. And up and show the shower. Yes, cool. Ready? Lights?
Yes.
So we're going down onto the first floor. This is the second floor. Am I drunk? Have I been drinking? Or the stairs do actually have a very big lean to them, don't they?
Yeah, they have.
But look, I'm almost, which is part of the charm of this house. All the art on the walls is bespoke. A lot of it's been commissioned by the house. So this is now called the East Wing, and we've got 2 rooms together with 1 bathroom. The bath is lovely, and this is with the toilet in here, which I won't open, it's just a toilet, a nice one like that, with a twin extension in here, probably with a view of outside, but 1 bathroom for this twin. Just for Salvador's reference, when he's trying to put these videos together, we've done the East Wing, we have yet to do the West Wing, and now we're into, these are individually named, but it's its own kind of wing. Here we have the barley room. Ensuite, for the bathroom, and a cozy room, finished with some barley furniture. Lovely. On the wall. We're then into the classic suite. Nice and light. A sofa that can be turned into a bed. Some lovely furnishings and art on the wall. And this one has a magnificent bath. You could make a video in here, but let's not talk about that now. Salvador doesn't get the video joke.
I did it.
You did, but you weren't going to laugh. But nice and light room, lovely and light room. Let me just turn some lights off as we go around. You go back out, because next we're into it's an Asian room, Japanese, isn't it? Japanese there. It's like, oh no. We're into the Japanese, which is the Japan room. Okay, just drink in this colour, these colours. Which you get much less. Very light room again. Lovely original features in the wardrobe. Complemented by a very low bed, which can be pushed together as a double. And again, I love the way they finish these bathrooms. It's a concrete finish, but it's a mould, very basically put on concrete, which gives it lots and lots of texture. Lovely tiles. The finishes are wonderful. So that's the Japanese room. Turn some lights off. And the last room. This one's a strange little one, as it has 2 beds of not inordinate length. I think if I was asleep here, my legs would be over the side. And whoever shares this room, they've got to get on with each other. It is en suite, so perhaps just a room for 1 person, depending on old school friends or whatever it is, or kids, with the bathroom. And let me just raise the light for that. Okay, that was its own wing. And now we're into the West Wing, I think, or the East Wing. I can't remember now. This is the back of the house. So going up here is to the ceremony space. It's got its own doors. You can get out, its own little terrace at the back. I love these doors. Picking up some of the finishing. Again, the same kind of finish as the bathroom, the way the moulded concrete. I love the doors. Leather chairs, everything, all the furniture is unique to the room. Again, another lovely bathroom. Okay. From here we're stepping, this is the West Wing. The West Wing starts here, not there. These 2 rooms, You've got one room here, one room there, and then a terrace. And there is a bathroom. There is a bathroom in the middle. You've got one room here, one room at the end, a terrace. You've got one room here, one room at the end, and a terrace. You're going to have to cut that a little bit. One room here, one room there, and the terrace, and the bathroom. Okay, well, let's do that again. Take 40. This is the west wing. We have one double room here, one double room at the end. They share a bathroom. There's a lovely terrace at the end. Again, unique furniture, lovely original details. The shared bathroom. And this art was commissioned specifically for this room. So you have a little balcony here.
Don't worry.
I can't open that there, but it's a lovely place for the bride and the groom to make an entrance just before dinner, or just for the photographer to have a good group picture with everyone banqueting. And then the terrace. Now, who wouldn't love this terrace? Yeah. So that is all the bedrooms. It sleeps between 16 and 28 in the house. You have 3 bedrooms which have twin double beds in. So I think, you know, single bedrooms is 10 or it goes up to 13. We're yet to show you the cottage, which sleeps between 4 and 5. Now the fun part of the house starts. We'll do this games room here. This was the press, wasn't it? Olive press, wine press, grape press. Do you want to go, because I can't get down there first. They've turned it into a poker room. Is there a light? Oh yeah, keep going because I've got the light. There we go. Is there another light down there? Which is the old press. So a cute and quaint space. Original features of the house put to good use. Oops. Now we're going down onto, this is kind of the half floor, isn't it? It's not the ground floor, it's not the first floor, this is the half floor. And here we go into the living rooms. Is there a light switch somewhere around here?
Beautiful.
So this is for winter more than it is for summer, around the log fire. And then we have this wonderful sitting room with a magnificent sofa, huge sofa. And on the wedding day, we've had cameramen, you know, when there's a keen photographer in the party, showing the pictures of some of the wedding. Or the boys are watching football because it's the FA Cup final. Boys being boys. And then one more room on this floor. I love, look at the tile details. I think, was this the kitchen? This was the kitchen, wasn't it? Look at these tiles, wonderful, original features. There's an oven. Is that the oven or is the oven in here? Well, here's the oven, the original house oven. So this is another sleeping room. There's no bathroom that comes with this. They've turned it into a kid's room, but it does have a sofa that can sleep 2 more, as long as they're not fussy about whose bathroom they're sharing. And this, I'm not going to open it, it might not shut, is the oven. So that's the living room's done. Now we're into the games room, which was the bodega. This is where they would have kept the wine and the olive. We've now hit the level of the dance floor of the front space, and we're going to go down a level where it's coolest in the house, which is where they would store all the produce, all the wine and the olive oil. Again, if you're tall, you're going to be crouching. Original doors. Catalan vaulted ceiling again. It's called a Catalan vault. Volta Catalana, no?
Yeah, volta catalana.
Table tennis, snooker, and lots of crashing space for when you're feeling a bit too merry. And we go further back. Okay, here we're into Almiral. This is the mark of the house. It's the white wine that they do. And they do a cava too. And you have to use these in your
banquet, yeah,
in your banquet. So table football. This goes to the outside of the house at the back where there's a couple of hammocks and a trampoline. We'll show you that later on. And there's a cinema room. You hold there. I don't know where the light is to this. It's always in a strange place, isn't it?
It's not inside?
No, it's back there, I think. No. Towards the back of this, the game space, we found the light switch. They've put a film room, a movie room, with the original tiles.
So cool. Okay.
You've got laundry features, our original equipment for pressing grapes and whatnot. So now we've done the whole house, I believe, apart from the cottage. Now we're going to show you the swimming pool, the gym, the sauna, and the cottage. Remember, this is half sun. Everything's 20 times better in full sun with blue skies.
Infinitive pool. Jacuzzi.
Quite a full gym down here. It's underneath the appetizer space. These are your views as you're working out. Wonderful. Plus, as an added bonus, which I love, can you get in? Yes, I can. Is a sauna with a view. I'd absolutely, in the middle of summer, I'd be in here. And up here, later on, this is the last thing we'll show you, is the folly of the house. It's a kind of viewing platform. So now on to the back of the house to show you do we show the folly or the cottage next? Cottage first. Okay, the cottage next. And then the folly.
There, just so you know, we're putting a reflexology part.
Oh, okay.
So
cut, and we'll do. As I said before, Paul is always investing money into his property. Every year there's a surprising new detail and feature. I mean, with the appetizer space upstairs, this gym has got fuller and fuller and fuller. Now, along this path here, there's going to be a bit more of a wellness thing. You've got the sauna here, and there's a reflexology workout path. I'm not sure how better to describe it. If you're into reflexology, it's all about pressure points in your hands and your feet. So here you'll be able to walk barefooted across these rocks, and it will different pressure points on your foot will be worked out, which clears the toxins and clears your chakras. And all of this will be moved into this path here. So barefoot, you will have a foot workout, a foot cleansing. That's it, isn't it? We're off to the cottage now. Okay, come on. So remember when we were in the games room and there was a door, and I said behind this door, there is this area. Normally there's a massage table here, which isn't here at the moment, a trampoline, very kiddie area, as you can see. But there's a massage table as well. Petanque, pool, all sorts of games. This is the cottage, and it sleeps between 4 and 5 people, and I'm now remembering the code to get into the property. This is the workman's shed. Don't have to spend any time on this. This boat is not ordinarily here, and it's Paul's boat. He doesn't store it here when the house is working. And this is a very Dali-esque house. So just a minute while I put in the secret password. I think if all's being equal, yay! I have the key. I had to work harder, remember, he told me that an hour ago. This is an independent cottage. So it has its own kitchenette. Ensuite, yes, its own kitchenette. And then you'll see it has an atrium. So whoever's staying in here, it's very intimate space to stay in. It's a family or very friendly space. This is the first double bedroom. You've got Dali on the wall. You've got Michelangelo over the bed. You've got a lovely door under this table. And this cottage is not for granny. Well, certainly not upstairs, because you have a very narrow and again a skin full of alcohol. I would not like to do this, not being my size. I missed the light switches. So another double bed. All original features, original beams in the ceilings, and a single bed over in this corner. Okay, and there's one more thing to show, which I think we can cut because we're just retracing our. Right, we're right back to where we very first started. We're in the drive. The gates are down here. The house is to the right of me. That's my right. It's to the right of me. One point of interest, Paul cut down, there's a forest stop here, and Paul cut down all the trees so he could see the sunset from the house, which is lovely. And that happened last year, I think. We cut the video because we'd have to tramp all the way from the cottage to back here. You've seen it all already. And this is the last feature of the house. This is a tree house. A bit of a folly, a bit of a viewing platform. It's been made by a 4th generation treehouse builder from Girona. Come and have a look. Rope bridge. Very wobbly. Olives that you can eat. Just about ready. Just about ready in December. As I said before, the house has got 330 acres of vineyard, all sorts of trees, olives, almonds, pears, and lots of herbs and mushrooms and things like that. If you come over into this corner, you'll see some vineyard over there. The vineyard is without leaf. The vines haven't got leaves on at the moment. But what Salvador wanted me to impress upon you is that after your wedding, you can go for a photo shoot in the vineyard, which is charming, lovely, wonderful. No? Gorgeous? You want me to open this door? The kids will love this, a secret getaway with a pastiche board in the middle of it. I would love this as a kid. Who wouldn't love this away from the parents? It's got fairy lights and it's well decorated with a tree with wonderful. Do you want to come in and round? Wonderful view.
You are in a tree.
Yeah, a tree house. And that, my friends, is it for this. That's quite a I think that's quite a long video, isn't it?
Yeah.
What we normally do. But there's lots to see, and it's unique and original. Excuse me, a bit tired after all of that. Yeah, have we forgotten anything? So no. So onwards, upwards.